Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RNG episode 15. Are we on episode 15 already?
Yeah, I think so. Are we? Wait, no, this is not 15.
I think this is 15.
This cannot be 15. What? Guys. That's crazy.
Guys.
That's insane. 15 episodes. That's a long way.
What a
14.
treat.
that's a
You could sit down right now and that's potentially 15 plus hours of Raj and Grizz content to soothe
constant.
your mind, your ears, and your soul.
Pretty much, man. We've been passing our wisdom for like the past couple months, RNG style, whatnot.
Yep.
But today we're gonna pass some wisdom on possibly the one topic that everybody has at least thought about once in their life.
You really need to work on your segues, okay?
Is this?
Here's my segue.
Okay, segue.
I was at the grocery store today because today I didn't go to work, right? My day off.
Yeah, use a story segue.
I go to the grocery store. I load up. I get my chocolate milk. I get my non-chocolate milk. I get some bananas.
Why'd you have to make that a thing? Like
What?
Chocolate milk and then non-chocolate milk?
You got to get both,
Okay. No, yeah.
The
yeah.
pre-mixed chocolate milk is the best. That's a subject for another day. But I
Okay.
go through the cashier. I check out, and I look up, and I see the little customer service desk, out in the distance.
Uh-huh.
And I go up there, and I'm like, hey, I'll take one Powerball ticket. And I slap down $2 bills, slide them across the cash desk. And she's like, I got you, fam. And she gives me this look like, yo, I'm going to hook you up. So I'm pretty sure I'm winning the lottery on Wednesday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, see, winning the lottery is one of those things that I've always dreamed about, but I don't think I'm a lucky enough person for
Do you
that to
play?
happen to.
Do you play the lottery?
I've played it like twice in my entire
See,
life.
if you don't play, you can't win. That's how they get you, though.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, because both times I've lost, right?
Right.
So, I have it in me that where I'm just like, all right, dude, this is not gonna work if I keep buying this. Like, I don't know, the luck, the ratio is off,
On the I looked it up today. I googled it, and it said the odds of winning the Powerball are 1 in 175 million,
God damn.
which
dude,
sounds so unrealistic. It's like that's never gonna happen, but people win. People still win, So I figured, you know what? I might as well buy one lottery ticket a week, even though the odds are absolutely unrealistic, astronomical, right?
Really? Yeah.
And
The
it
odds are
increases.
pretty
It's
bad.
better than 0%, because right now I have a 0% chance because I don't play. So I figured,
You know-
why not? Might as well.
Yeah. Because, okay, that's the thing. If you were to win the lottery, what would you do with it? Like, let's assume you just won the $300 million jackpot,
Right.
right? So you get the check, not for the full 300 million. I think the state taxes
They'll
you
take
like a certain amount.
40%. Like government will take
Yeah.
40%. So you're left with probably 180 million after that.
That's still that's a fortune, dude. That's
Right,
like you
right.
you and like the next 50 generations of your family is gonna live
Yeah.
off that money. But imagine you getting a check for that 180. What do you do with it? What's the first thing you do?
What's the first thing I do?
Yeah.
Well, before I even get the check, the moment I find out I have that winning ticket, right? You don't let anybody know. You can't.
Yeah.
Because if you let people know, then they might come kill you. Money makes people do crazy stuff, dude. They're gonna blackmail you. They're gonna who knows what they're gonna do.
I would clickbait it, to be honest. If I were you, I would just clickbait
I
the
won
fuck
the
out of it.
lottery. I haven't cashed
It's not
in the
even
ticket
clickbait
yet,
at that
but
point. Yeah. No, I would send out a tweet I'd be like, hey, next video, I'm gonna show you guys I'll show you guys all the money I earned from
I'm gonna
this
show you
ticket right
guys
here. By the
a
way.
stack of cash.
Yeah. First comment gets a stack of cash. Dude, that's it right there. You just gotta go fucking.
First comment gets 100K.
Yeah, because there's so many greedy people out there. You might as well just utilize them to fund your own fucking views. You gotta keep it hidden because people will come and try to kill you.
You gotta get a lawyer. That's step number 1. And then financial advisor. You gotta get this stuff locked down. But once all that's done, what do I actually do with the money? Is that what you're asking?
That's the hardest thing to figure out. Do you already have you thought about what you would do with that amount of money?
I think everybody's thought about it.
Ooh,
180
yeah.
million is a fat stack.
That's a lot.
10 million, just to put it in perspective, 10 million would be 100,000 a year for 100 years.
God damn. Just imagine
100,000 is a pretty good living, I think, regardless
Yeah.
of where you live in the country. That's more than enough to get you by. If you're in the Midwest, where I'm at, that's a big stack of cash.
Now imagine 180 of those. Boom,
Yeah.
just sitting right there in front of you. I don't know, man. I see spending that kind of money is crazy because I think the first thing that everyone wants to do is get like a new house. Get like
Yeah.
a fancy mansion, like just not even a mansion, but just like somewhere different. You know, they just want to experience that opulence for a second. They want to spend that cash.
Well, that's what I would do.
But,
I would get a house
you know,
first. Is that not what you would do?
I feel okay. I feel like the first thing I would do, aside from like the lawyers and because you know you gotta get that, you gotta get the
Right.
groundwork,
The necessities. Get all
team.
that out of the way.
Right. You need the 180 million team, okay? Because that team is gonna ride with you till the
Right.
very fucking last dollar. So
Right.
all right, you get the team set up, you get all that going. The first thing I would do is instead of buying a house, what I would do is I would buy an apartment, like a really fancy
Okay.
apartment. Like an actual like maybe like a penthouse or something. Like just somewhere where like
Mhm.
no one can really get to me. It's just like a nice little quiet location. It's small too. It's low key. I have my own space. So that's the
Right.
first thing I would do. I would get that, and then the rest of it, dude. I don't know. Like really thinking about it, like you can go down two routes. I feel like you can go down the first route, which is you ball the fuck out. Like you go to the downtown shopping center,
Right.
right? You walk into Gucci. They look at you. They're like, this guy doesn't look like he can afford anything. That's when you pull out that black platinum card. You're like, all right, I want that whole section right there and that wall right there. And you just start buying out every fucking location you go to.
I mean,
you could do that. That's
yeah,
one
180
route.
million is
Yeah.
like 3 million a year, basically, until you do
Yeah.
it.
That's ridiculous. Just no, but like that's one route. You could ball out. You could go back to your fucking high school and you can show your friends your new McLaren or
Because your
whatever
friends are still in high
Bugatti
school.
you got yourself.
You
Well,
can
I
go
mean,
back
look,
to high school. Say, oh,
you
what's
know,
up, guys?
go back to your high school town. I feel like is
Okay.
a better way to put that. Go back there, dude, and start. You could do that. You can start flexing on everybody. But the second route you could take, the other route, is more like I feel more of a low key intelligent route. That's like you
Right.
start investing your money wisely. You know, like you look at the next big stock, like Bitcoins. That price is going up like crazy. Put $1 million into that. Get like a bunch of stocks everywhere. Start investing into real estate.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be
Start
risky
putting money
investments. You
back.
can make a ton of money with safe investments of, even
Yeah.
making just 3-4% a year.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like I don't know. There's two routes. Do you think you fit in either route, or would you like kind of customize your route? Do you have like a specific thing you're trying to do?
I would try to lay low because I don't want people knowing I have this money.
Yeah,
Because I feel like I don't know how it would work, but I feel like it'd paint a target on my back. I feel like 180 mil, people come out of the woodwork that know you and they're like, oh, dude, what's up? Man, it's been so good to see you. Once they find out you have this money, everybody treats you differently, you know?
yeah, dude. It's kind
So-
of crazy.
I feel I have good enough judgment that my friends that I have now wouldn't try and take advantage of me and the financial situation. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't really try and go out of my way. But like I think if I made that much money, I would go to my family. I'd say, you know what, like if you ever have anything that you need help with finance wise, here's some money. Like if you have to have a surgery, if there's ever anything that you need, like I'm here, you know?
Yeah,
So I'd have multiple places. I'd probably only have like 4. I'd have my home
Yeah.
base in Kansas. My Kansas would not be home base.
Yeah.
Remove the Kansas house. It's not even there. I'd just stay with my mom or dad when I went back because they'd have nice houses. So
exactly. You just
get
bought
rid of
them
that
all
house.
houses.
I'd probably have a house
Yeah.
on the West Coast, one on the East Coast, and then one like in a nice tropical area to get away, you know,
Okay.
from the stress of my $180 million.
I feel that, dude, because money is stressful. Look, people just don't get it. Because once you get the money, then now we're talking big bucks, and now everyone, like you said about people coming out the woodworks earlier, like that's true, and that's true in all walks of life. The second you find success, Tom from fucking second grade is gonna come find you in the middle of nowhere. And he's gonna be like, "What's up, bro? So my daughter's trying to, you got a birthday coming up soon. You trying to come by? Like, just he's good. People do that all the time. So yeah, it's a lot of stress. But I like your idea of having the tropical house because you need that.
Right.
You need a little
That getaway, dude.
from time to time.
We could get
Yeah,
the Hawaii
dude.
studio.
That's what I was gonna say. 'Cause,
dream.
like, the main thing is this: I want to get a Hawaii studio, like we've always talked about. But another thing I really want to do is I want to get a place in Hawaii which I think would be really nice, right?
Okay,
Just to kind
yeah.
of have like own little location, but I want it next to a fucking volcano. Like just built
Okay.
next, like I want to build a house next to a volcano because
All right.
I feel like that's kind of crazy, dude. Because like I want to build like a gym there too, like just next to my house. So I want to
A
work
gym next.
out.
You want a gym next to your house, or you want like an in-house gym?
So like imagine the house, right? And then next to it, I build like a little mini gym, like next
What?
to the
They're
house.
disconnected?
Yeah, but the
Why?
thing is that because let me explain this to you.
Okay. All right.
The gym looks at the volcano. So like every time I'm working out, I'm like really in that zone. I'm just pumping iron. I
Yeah.
just all I see is the
That
volcano, dude. It's
volcano's
like
really
this,
getting you amped, dude.
right? Because that could explode at any
Because if it
moment. It's just
explodes, I gotta
like,
be in shape to run away.
but the lava and the fire, it's just that that desire to lift weights. It's like just that whole thing you build up.
Okay.
I would lava inspired art everywhere.
Oh,
We're gonna
wow.
really go with the lava themed
This is some
fucking.
high dollar
You know,
stuff.
I mean, with 180 million, I can just get as dumb as I want with all my
Uh,
purchases.
you could
I
probably
would
have
have
like
one
lava.
there.
You know how people have like fountains? You could probably have like a lava fountain.
Hey, to be honest,
Hey.
I would, and then just have like 4 of those, just like outside the fucking house, like just constantly hot for no reason, but it's just there. But yeah, aside from like a volcano house, I want an underwater house. That's
Well,
gonna
hang
be like
on.
my
Why
next
you
venture.
never told me why the gym and the house are disconnected?
Well, the gym and the house are disconnected because of the lava fountain between them. See, you can't have lava fountain inside the house and next to the gym. That's not how that
Yeah,
works.
it's just with
So,
the insurance doesn't cover that.
so I'm saying I'm not gonna pay the deposit on the lava fountain if that fucks up. So like
Can't afford
it's gonna
that.
do its thing. Yeah, come on now. Because
Right.
plus I have an underwater house I'm trying to get to, so I don't want to do
Okay. Are these
payments and
both in
shit for both.
Hawaii?
Now, the underwater house, I'm thinking, okay, so this is just kind of like a little thought bubble I
Okay,
got,
this is
okay?
this is fresh.
So,
This is a fresh thought bubble.
a little fresh one. All right. So there's a lot of islands out there that I feel like
Okay.
not a lot of people go to, like, but they're
Yeah.
there and millionaires buy them out. So like I feel like I'd buy out a portion of an island and underneath the island I would begin construction for like an underwater fucking dome. And I
Underneath
would
the
live in
island itself.
underneath it, yes. And
In
then
the ground.
right. The only way you'd access it is by taking a boat to the island, and there's an elevator that takes you down into the
And you
water.
think you
And then
think you
you
could
get
buy an
there.
island?
A portion. I didn't say a whole fucking. All right, come on now. I'm not gonna fucking buy, goddamn the Caribbeans, but like just a little pocket of sand in the corner, build something underneath, a little modest, humble underwater home, you know. And I think that would be dope. Just get 2 homes like that, and that'd be it. I just rotate between those 2 locations. Like if I want hot, I go to Hawaii. You got a volcano gym. If I want to go a little cold, a little, little getaway, I go underwater. And
So you've got
yeah,
you've got two spots, and they're both on an island.
yeah. And my
One
last
is
spot,
underwater, and then one's next to a volcano.
exactly. And my last spot, I'd buy like a really nice property in Seattle that overlooks Mount Rainier, and that would be it.
Mount
Just those 3
Rainier is
locations.
the
I feel
correct
like I could
pronunciation, but it's okay.
Rainier.
Why would you get a place in
Whatever.
Seattle instead of San Francisco?
I feel like I can. I drive there. I can literally go there right now in an hour.
Yeah,
so like I
but
know what's there. Like it's cool. Like I get it. Like, I'm not a big fan. Like the other day, my sister was complaining that like the streets kind of smell like piss at
Okay.
certain street corners because there's a lot of homeless people there.
a lot of
pee
homeless
on the
people in
street corners.
Seattle too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And when the rain doesn't come and wash it away, right? It just stinks up. It's just hot piss everywhere. It's kind of nasty. I'm not trying to live there with $180 million. So my point is, I want to get away from people as much as I can and just be with like nature, right? So lava.
Oh, so
What?
this is like a isolated location in
Yeah,
Washington.
these are like
It's not like downtown Seattle.
nah. I'm gonna see the fucking mountain range. I'm gonna have a Google Fiber link coming through. So it's good. We gonna stream all day long. we got everything.
Because that's one thing I always wonder about is like, okay, so I have all this money, right? Because so much of
Yeah.
your life is spent working, so you can afford a house, so you can do this. But when you already have all that stuff, when money's not an issue, it's like, what do you do with your time?
Yeah, it's
Do
kind
you
of
just stream?
crazy to think
You just
about.
stream and you're
Well,
just like, yo, let's get those Twitch subs, boys.
I feel like I would do what I've been doing for the last like couple months, which is just this is the same shit. Just probably work out, because I
So
got
what
money, I
you're
got
saying
my
right
own
now is you're
gym.
living the millionaire lifestyle right
Dude, I
now.
always live the millionaire lifestyle. You know what I mean? And like even if I'm broke, I will live this lifestyle because it's just this. It's a mindset. I don't even think it's like a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
You
easy to
just
say
gotta
that
get
though
into
before
it,
you have 180 million in your bank.
and then you can really say that this
I
is
think
really
would
like
you
a
hire a personal
lifestyle,
chef? I'd get a personal
dude.
chef.
I'd hire Gordon Ramsay. I would not for that much. I feel like
I
he'd
was gonna
cost more,
say
but
he's gonna charge
yeah,
you a
he's
lot.
gonna fucking Gordon Ramsay. Those contracts are expensive, but I don't know. I would say I'd get a private chef, but I want like a private chef from like three different cuisines, like three different ethnic cuisines that I really like.
Okay.
So I'd have like an Indian private chef, just for my Indian food. I gotta get that, of course. Then I gotta have one for like I really like Mexican food, so I'd have like a Mexican private chef, like one for every type of cuisine that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I do something like that. That would be interesting because with that kind of money, like, does it? It sounds douchey to like say like, yeah, I want this ethnicity making me that food, but like, no, but like just in general though, like with money, like it's crazy, but like you can do a lot of really cool things, a lot of extravagant things with it. What would be your most extravagant purchase if you had to make one?
A house probably.
No, like I'm talking like
That would be
like
the.
if
I
I
can't really see myself. I'm
like
not like a car
gold
guy.
grills.
Maybe like
You got grills.
a gold. Oh, you're saying like something really just like
Yeah.
dumb just for the sake of spending money.
Cause you have money. Like, look, dude, we talked about this. What is it? $10 billion, 100K for like what, 100 years or something, right?
Yeah,
So imagine
we're
one
talking
hundred
3
eighty
million a
million
year for
dollars.
60 years.
That's ridiculous. You can't possibly
I would
like run out of
buy.
money. Like, it's
You know those you know those bathrooms? Have you seen the bathrooms where like the bottom of it's like glass and underneath it is water and it's like fish?
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah,
I'd do that, but the whole
yeah.
the whole bathroom would be transparent like that. Everywhere you
Dude,
looked
see,
would be water,
that's what. Hey, that would be fucking
except
dope.
the door,
And
obviously.
of course, yeah, you don't want that
And
to
I
be
guess
water,
that'd
but
have to be in my underwater house.
yeah.
So
I think like if I was gonna go for something extravagant, I would probably get like a big diamond chain that says RNG on it.
I
It's
would
just
say
RNG.
RNG.
It would say it would be for both of us. Like we'd both get like a necklace for RNG, but it would be fat though, dude. It would be the size. It would be the size of like a raccoon. Like just imagine a raccoon-sized diamond chain, right? And it's just like covered in every kind of
What a
diamond, whatever.
comparison! A raccoon as big as a raccoon.
Raccoons are massive, dude. I
They're
saw
not
someone
that
wrestle a
big.
raccoon
It's
on
just a weird.
Facebook.
It's just a weird thing to say. Oh, dude, it'd be as big as a raccoon.
I'm trying to think of something to compare it to. Imagine like it's like a size like a baby raccoon, like a 6 month raccoon. It's like the size of that. And yeah, dude, I'd probably get like a chain, or I do something even dumber. I would probably get grills, like
Why would you do
diamond
that?
grills,
I wouldn't even
because I'm
associate with you. I wouldn't care how much money you have. I wouldn't even associate with you.
I will buy your time at that point. No, it would get so
I would not
bad.
accept. That's a no amount of money will convince me to spend time with you and your stupid shiny teeth.
Dude, my shiny teeth would be like the greatest thing in the world. It'll be like
It'd be the
like
dumbest
every
thing.
single inch of it. Or I'll get like a no, that would be the
You
dumbest
would
thing. I don't know what else
you
I
would
would
actually
get.
be the worst person to win the lottery. You
Right? Just cuz
just because of who you are, I could not spend any time with you. I'd be
no,
like,
but
I can't do it.
that's the thing with money, dude. Cause like I could go either way with it. Cause we're talking about the two routes when we first started talking, right? So like there's two routes you could go with this. So if I went down the first route, which is like to get the golden grills and all that kind of like dumb expensive shit, yeah, like that's like one route. But I feel like the other route though, it would be more clean. It's like I think I would
It'd be
give
more
money
clean.
back to my friends. Like like I would like give money to my family, of course, the first thing, get them out of
Hmm.
their situation. But like I would help my friends get out of their situation too if they were in one. You get what I'm saying? So like,
So I agree with that to a certain
that's one
extent,
thing I would do.
but you really
Yeah.
have to sit down. This is gonna sound kind of messed up, but you have to sit down and analyze your friend group and see who it can actually help and who it would just hurt. You know, because some people wouldn't be able to handle it. So
Yeah.
my opinion has always been I would help out my family in that. But for my friends, I would say, you know what, you're always welcome to come over to my house and stay or whatever, but you have to be working on something. Like, you can stay here for free and for as long as you need to, but while you're here, you can't just lay around and do nothing. You have to be actively working on something that you're passionate about.
Like, if every day you look like you hate your life on the couch and you're just eating pizza, just
If
drinking
every day
beer,
you're
not
in my
doing shit.
aquarium bathroom and you're just sitting on the pod on your phone, I'm gonna say, dog, you need to get out of here.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you can't be chilling in the infinity pool all day long, right? You gotta go. You gotta go do something with your life. Now,
Right.
that's a good thumb rule. I feel like there's certain people in my life that I already know that I would give like $1 million to, just straight up like $1 million. And I don't know, I would give those people the money, and then probably my biggest thing is investing it. I really think investing it is smart as fuck. So like I would find like a financial advising
I mean,
group,
it's
and then I would
smart, but at
have
the same
them,
time, you
you
don't
know.
have to invest it.
Well, this is the other route that I'm taking, which is more like, okay, let's set this up for like the rest, like so I'm safe forever. Like I could do,
You're already
you know,
safe forever, dude.
but I want to guarantee that because the thing with money, dude. So this has nothing to do with like winning the lottery or losing it, but it's kind of a similar example. I was like listening to a podcast where there was a sports athlete, some football player. He earned like millions and millions. Like this guy was earning like 50, $60 million, right? Which is still a lot of fucking money if you think about it. That's what, almost like half of the 180 we're talking about. So if this guy earns that much money, he's pretty much set if you really think about it. But that money, he said, pretty much vanished, like literally within the course of a year or two. And it's like some people can't handle it, right? Because they'll just
Right.
ball out and buy stupid shit. But I feel like at the end of the day, you want to make sure as much money as you might have earned from the lottery, you got to be aware that it could just move away just as quick as you got it. So you got to be really careful with like where that money is going and how you're calculating
Right.
it.
And you can be
So I was
smart with
thinking,
it, but if you spend 180 million, that's just you being an idiot. That's not you with 180, it's so much money. You don't have to worry about anything as long as you're not being the most extravagant guy in the world. Because once you buy your
yeah,
house, once you spend all that money, it's going to be a huge chunk. But after that, it's like, what are your expenses going to be? Traveling around and doing stuff? Like, 3 million a year is a ton. you know? Like, you can
yeah.
live pretty much however you want on 3 million a year.
I feel like going back to the more like fun things you can do with the money, right? Like going back to the extravagant things you can do. One of the things I always want to do is travel the world, which is like with that money, I would go visit every single fucking location I've ever wanted to visit, including the remote ones in the jungles, and have like a whole guide and everything set up like a tour. That would be so sick. Just spending all that money traveling, right?
Right.
That'd be one thing. And then traveling with your friends, family, show them the rest of the world too, you know?
Okay.
And then kind of like do something like that. But I feel like eventually
I
it
was
would
going to
get
say,
to
so
a
there's like
point.
$500,000 spent, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But
So,
will it never get to a point where you're like, I've done everything?
see, that's what I was wondering too. And I think when it gets to that point, well, I feel like from the beginning, one thing we haven't covered is we have covered, what we do for ourselves, what we do for our family and friends. But like at a certain point, you will have done pretty much everything you've wanted to do. And I feel like at that point, you could become almost depressed because you're like, what am I living for? I've done everything I want to do. And I don't
This
know,
got
maybe
real very
it
quickly.
sounds,
This
or,
got
I mean,
real.
I don't know. I feel like at a certain point, I'd be like, this money, I don't deserve it. I didn't earn it. I just want it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm becoming any more intelligent. I'm not learning anything. I'm not putting myself to use. I'm just spending money.
Yeah, dude. That's honestly one of the like the scariest thoughts you could get because that shit is so real. And that can happen at any moment in life, especially with money cuz I mean, you don't have a job, right? Why do you need a fucking job? You have money.
Right. Why do you need
So,
an
really,
education? You don't.
yeah. Like at the end of the day, if you really think about it, this raises like a very fucked up and scary situation, right? We all go to school to do what? To get a degree, to hopefully get a career in a field that we like and get a job and, earn enough money. Basically, money, right? Money is why a lot of us do anything. So, if money is the end result and you got basically all the money you could ever want, you could still be just as depressed as you were when you didn't have that money. Because if you
Mhm.
think about it, once you do everything you want to fucking do, what else is there to fucking do? You're gonna sit there and literally fap away your whole day with like extravagant things,
Right,
you
because
know?
like
And
you're not
then
work. There's nothing
yeah,
to work towards anymore.
yeah, that's really sad thought. No, because I feel like at that point, that's when I started becoming like that fucking. I go down the first route. That's when it starts going like, okay, now we gotta really ball out. What I would do is I'd probably just dump the rest of my money. Well, not dump the rest of it, but like I would spend like a good portion of it just buying all the rarest shit that I can find. Like just straight up,
Wow,
I just
that's
because
what
like
you'd go with.
what is there to do? Or I would become like a collector of something really dumb, but like it gets very
That's you think
expensive.
that's the best use of your money?
I will buy every fidget spinner in the market from bottom to top. I will become a fidget spinner collector with my money.
So here's something that maybe hasn't crossed your mind. How about how about charity? How about donations? Putting your
That's
money
already
to
a
good
given.
use
That's
instead of
already a given.
spending your money on trinkets and buying rare stuff.
Who do you think I'm buying this shit for, dude? It's for the kids.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
buying it
sure.
for the children.
You don't care
What?
about
You
the
don't?
kids. You don't care about the kids.
Okay.
You just want your diamond chain that
You
says
don't think
RNG on it.
Timmy doesn't want an RNG
They don't want
diamond
a
chain?
raccoon-sized change, dude.
They do, dude. You don't know kids nowadays. They love that shit.
What are they gonna do
Watch.
with that? They're gonna say,
You know
"I
what
can't
they're
eat this." What good is
okay,
this,
but
dude?
you know what? You know
I'm
what they're not
starving here.
gonna
You
do
hand
with
me a
that?
diamond? That's not good for
They're
good to me.
no, they're gonna be like, "This is nice. Is this what is this?" I'm gonna be like, "That's for you can sell that for money to then give food." But watch, I'm gonna give you this diamond chain right here, the size of a raccoon,
So you can get
which you can,
killed and have
you
somebody
what?
take it from you.
Listen. At the end of the day, it's all about survival of the fittest, and if you got it in you, you can sell the necklace, make some money back. No, but in reality, though, yeah, charity is definitely something that did not cross my mind. Is that fucked up? That's fucked up. You know what I would do? I would sell the Volcano house
Oh no,
to
you wouldn't. Hang
then.
on.
No, listen. No,
You
no, no.
still
Listen,
have
listen.
100 million left.
I
Go on.
know, but I would sell the Volcano house, right? And here's what I would do instead. I'm gonna build a children's hospital where it is. Okay, listen.
That's the most convenient location for a children's hospital.
Okay, people are gonna be like, dude, that's dumb. It's next to a volcano. I'm gonna say, fuck you. That's cool as fuck. Cause like, here's the thing. That shit's been dormant for like 600 years. That's not gonna erupt anytime soon. And the kids, kids love volcanoes, right? Like that's the thing, right? Like they love lava,
Yeah,
they
dude.
love fire.
I would
That's
have
like
baking soda and vinegar in all the cabinets.
they can make paper mache volcanoes while getting operated next to a volcano. That might be the
That's what
dumbest,
you're going
like,
with, huh?
no. It's either that or underwater hospital. I just want to give them a different experience in life, like provide them something different.
No, that would actually be legit.
That's what I'm saying.
The underwater hospital's way sicker. I mean, it's still just as inconvenient.
A flying children's hospital. How about that?
That's just unrealistic.
No, it's not because they are in Japan.
How
they
about
already
like
designed,
the International
flying
Space Station,
hotels.
but instead it's a hospital? How about a
That'd be
hospital
dope. Like,
in
imagine-
outer space?
That'd be sick. We fly the kids to the hospital in the stratosphere and they get to overlook Earth while going through their prognosis. Dude, that's sick as fuck. See, these are the ideas that are truly going to change humanity, all right? So we're at the forefront of that.
Would you, if you had the money, obviously, this whole scenario is a hypothetical, but would you pay for like tourist space travel?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
I mean, I just don't know if that's something you'd be open to, or if that's something that kind of freaks you out.
No.
Some people be like, no, I don't want to go to space because that's like creepy, spooky.
Do people really find space that scary?
I mean, just because, there are things that can go wrong and you're not exactly next to your underwater hospital.
Dude, I got $180 million. What can possibly go wrong in space? What? No, actually, money doesn't matter when you have no oxygen, kids.
Money doesn't matter in space.
Money really doesn't matter anywhere beyond Earth. But I would say this, though. Out of everything, we did forget another very crucial thing.
Okay.
Would we put money into TF2's competitive scene? That's what everyone is waiting for us to answer?
I've actually thought about this. Okay, I've thought about this before because it's competitive gaming, esports are something that I enjoy. I think that it is something that has potential. So maybe I would probably do like a small prize pool for TF2, but at the same time, I'd be like, why? Because Banny's just gonna come in and win it anyway. So like,
I'd ban Banny from it.
I'd ban Banny.
I'd
I'd
ban
say
Banny.
if Banny wins, his team doesn't get money. It goes to second place.
Ooh, or he goes to the underwater hospital. Look, at the end of the day, that's where that comes in. Look, I feel like I would invest $1 million into TF2.
$100 million.
No. 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. I'd put $1 million into a TF2 event. I'd say everybody across
here's
the
the issue
world.
You want to know the issue?
Wait, let me pitch it. Let me pitch it.
Okay.
Here's what I was thinking. I was thinking like this. Every single gamer, this is open to everybody, right? I would host an event in San Francisco. I'd buy out like a little stadium, little time slot, fill it up with a bunch of computers, right, for TF2. I'd say TF2 is a free game. You can play it now, and I'm going to give you guys 3 months to get as good as you can in TF2 to go and join with your team of 5 players, right? 6s. Come join us for a grand $1 million prize open tournament where anyone can play. It's just 3 months is the deadline you get to become the best TF2 player you possibly can, right? And that way, everyone is going to be like, oh shit, I could get $1 million. Let me go see what this game's about. They're going to start playing that shit. Now, we got like millions of people playing the fucking game. All just to get this $1 million prize. It's going to be the biggest event. It'll be viral too because people are going to be like, no one's ever done this before. Boom. See, you're winning on multiple
Here's what
levels
I would do.
there.
Because your idea, I don't like it. And I'll tell you why I don't like it. Because all that money is going to go to like a couple of teams, okay? It's not going to... People can't prepare in 3 months to overtake the teams that are already at the top. So it's going to be the teams that are already at the top winning that money, which is fine because they've been here the longest, they deserve it, right? What I would do instead is I would create a circuit where you have a tournament like every 2 months in a different city. So you start off in Seattle, then you go to San Francisco, then you go to like Dallas, Chicago, New York. So you have this circuit where there's like a $20,000 prize pool. So first place gets like 10K, and then after that, it drops off. And I would do that for like a year, and then the last tournament of the year would be like a big one where the prize pool is like 100K.
Oh, that's interesting.
That way, it would build interest throughout the entire year. Instead of just having this one huge event, it would lead up to it with these minor events, and it would, it would be like an official circuit. Instead of saying, here's your one tournament, this would be a circuit where you can compare how people have done. You can see the progression. You can see the stats. You can see like the ranks of the teams and how they compare, and see how it goes for a year. And if there's interest, to do it again. If there's not, kill it, because there's got to be interest, So
No, I feel it. Okay, so I like your idea. I'm gonna say that. But what I will say is, to my idea, there is one thing that you overlooked.
Okay.
TF2 is an FPS game that I feel like if anyone else played an FPS game at a competitive level, they could probably pick up TF2 in a shorter amount of time. So when I said it's open, what I'm thinking is this.
I disagree.
Right?
I think TF2 is one of the harder FPS games to pick up.
Okay, no, but all I'm saying is this. There's going to be people who play CSGO like on a super competitive level, like at the top of their game, who go to like 1.5 million tournaments and shit. Like there's people who are at the top of other FPS games that I feel like are going to look at the 1 million prize for TF2. They're going to say, you know what? 3 months, TF2, it might not be that bad.
They're not going to say that. They're going to say, why waste my time doing that when we already have our tournaments with our game that we can compete at?
Boom, $10 million. That's why we're going up on the fucking ante. $10 million.
You're not seeing any return on it. That you're just doing that out of the good. Are you saying this is just out of the kindness of my heart? I'm doing this for the TF2 community.
Yeah, and plus, I kind of want to see if someone can beat Banny's team. That's another big thing. If they can come in for 3 months and beat his team, that'd be fucking crazy too. It's for the community. Basically, it is. It's just for a fun event. Imagine 10 million pumping it into that. That would be fucking insane. No one would forget that. Like, it doesn't have to be just a TF2 thing. Just in gaming in general, they're gonna look at that and be like, "Damn, $10 million for the best TF2 team, the game that's like that old. Like, that's crazy. Let's see what this is about."
So everything leads up to this one event. You're saying that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
You
Boom,
don't think it
right
would be
there.
better to have 5 events with $2 million each?
Maybe we should combine the ideas and have both. Like have it lead
I just
up to the
think
big event.
pros to my idea are it gives the opportunity for more teams to make a living.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And that I think that's always good is to give people more opportunities, more chances cuz I feel like you have to draw the interest from a lower level. You can't just say,
Yeah.
"Here's a ton of money, go out there and do it."
Well, it's gonna appeal to both ranges, but
I don't know. I'd rather just play a game that I enjoy. Like if you don't see people leaving TF, I mean, you do see people leaving TF2 for like Overwatch, but you don't really see people going to like CS:GO. You know?
yeah, yeah.
Maybe you do. I'm just uneducated on the issue.
I'd say overall, I think your circuit idea is more fair than my fucking crazy ass one tournament with $10 million prize pool. But what I will say is that this topic is interesting as fuck because it really got me thinking about like what I would do with that kind of money. But I feel like I'm the kind of person who would like not is it's not like I don't know what to do with the money. It's like I know what the right thing to do with it is, but I would still like ball out and do some dumb shit with it because I feel like I would get bored. And that's like my worst thing. Like when I get bored, I just end up doing like really dumb things. So I feel like maybe that's like, that's one character flaw if I do win the prize pool. But it looks like for you though, if you do win the 180, it looks like you got a more level head approach to this.
Well, I mean, I think with that much money, you have a ton that you can just spend on stupid stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like even after you did spend all your money, you'd still have like 100 million left.
80 million spent, dude. You're already looking at a nice house. You're set. Like, you
Yeah,
got
one
food on
nice
it,
house for 80 million.
I mean, we got multiple, but let's assume that you got one nice house that you balled out. You got 100 million left. That's still more than enough.
10% is going to your TF2 tournament.
I'm proud of that fucking tournament whenever that ends up happening.
Honestly, what I'd do things that I can't do now that I'd like to do, like because money's an issue. So I'd travel. I would go and compete in like melee tournaments because
Hmm.
I just don't have the time and I don't have the money to go do that. But I think that'd be fun to do. So I just do things that
Yeah.
I can't do now because I'm tied down with the job and I don't have enough money to do them. So I think the first year I would travel a lot. I'd go to Europe.
Yeah.
I'd go to Asia. Those would be the top two priorities as far as continents go. And then after there, I'd eventually make my way to South America and Africa and Australia. But I think I'd start with Europe. I'd
Yeah.
just do my traveling. I'd buy houses for the family. I'd help people out.
Yeah.
I'd build
These
my
are things I
house.
would do.
I'd
Yeah.
invite Raj to India with me.
And I'd be walking around with my new diamond grills.
No, you
My
want it because in this scenario I won.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
you
yeah,
don't get a
technically.
diamond. You don't get a diamond grill in my scenario.
God damn it. But I would go to India with you though. Anyways, that would be
Yeah,
really fun.
there you go.
Yeah.
We can do that. We'll do that next year, 2018.
2018 dreams. We're gonna win
Maybe
the lottery
maybe
next year.
2019.
Maybe. We'll see.
How about when one of us wins the lottery? That'll be the first trip.
There you go. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, one thing the lottery cannot buy us
A
that I've
5-star
noticed?
review on iTunes.
A fucking 5-star review on iTunes. Now, what if you said you left it? I went and checked, it wasn't there. So, I feel like we're owed a 5-star review. We feel kind of gypped up. The hopes kind of went up on that one, but you guys know what to do. Leave that little review. And with that being said, I think it's time to end off this episode.
Yeah. Leave a comment.
So,
What you would do if you won the lottery.
yup, and
Yeah.
we'll be sure to read
Mhm.
through them. But here we go. And end it
That's
off with a
so,
classic
that's so
RNG sign off.
ingenuine. Yeah, we'll be sure to read through them.
We'll be sure to read through them.
It's pretty easy to read through them when there's like 10 comments. So,
Yeah. God damn it.
all right, count it down.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
RNG, baby.
Baby.
Would you really get a grill?